guys, it's Dana and welcome back to my channel for another installment of Motivation Monday. It is actually a little bit later in the day on Saturday. Normally I film on Sundays, but I have some things going on tomorrow, so I am trying to get my stuff done today, but I was cleaning and all that nonsense. But the whole reason I'm explaining that is I have a light over here, so obviously I'm in the shadow this side, but it is what it is. I do have my mom's ring light, I just haven't had the opportunity to actually play with it before I try and use it in a video. So this is what it is for today. So this week's topic is about boundaries, and this quote actually comes from Brené Brown, and she is a researcher, storyteller, and Texan, and she has a great TED Talk on vulnerability, which I'm sure I'll cover that off at another date, but I'll link down her TED Talk below. But her quote that I have selected is, "Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves when we risk disappointing others." So boundaries is something that I struggled with a lot of my life because I am a people pleaser by nature. But if you're always pleasing other people, you're not always pleasing yourself. So I have discovered in later in life that it is required that I set boundaries, the things out of life that I want, and not always be so concerned with other people's issues. So some of the ways that I set boundaries are at work. So at work, the way that I set boundaries is, I will give an example. We still have a temporary receptionist that it's just whatever, a completely different situation at the moment. But the prior temporary receptionist that we had wasn't always on top of her game. The new receptionist we have now is awesome. So I would get asked to do things that were not my job. I am not the receptionist, not that I feel like it's above me. I worked very hard in sales to get where I am, and I am very busy at my job all the time. So I had to set boundaries with people on if they expected me to do something. If I had more important things to do, like close business, that's what I was gonna do instead of mailing out a package or whatever. Those sort of things I will do if I have the time. I'm one of those people that if I can help, I will help 100%. But if I'm not meeting my goals and objectives at work, I don't want to help with other stuff. I want to hit my goal, and then if I have time, I will help. So that is one way within my work life that I have learned to set some boundaries. Now with customers, I also kind of set some boundaries as well too, in terms of when I will and will not reply to emails. So I have gotten way better since I've been at Polycom this past summer on actually taking time off and taking time off. And that is one reason is because one of my coworkers covered for me. But then the other reason is I needed that time for myself when I took vacation, and I was able to do that. So I had set boundaries with customers that I would not be replying to things through a huge chunk of my vacation, which was the 14th to the 20th. I was not replying to things. My coworker Lindsay couldn't cover me completely on the 10th and the 13th because she had taken time off as well too. So I got pretty much most of my vacation all to myself, so I didn't care. I was happy to do it. But customers know when I am on PTO, I, if at all possible, am not responding to things. I will very kindly ask Lindsay to cover for me whenever I can in the future. She's super helpful, and I'm always a person that appreciates things and will pay her back. So if she goes on vacation and she needs a backup, I will back her up, and I will probably get her some wine or something, because that's how I roll as well too. Then one of the other ways that I set boundaries at work is with our partners. So partners come to me with opportunities, which is fantastic. That helps me hit my number, but I will always ask to be introduced to the customer if they want special pricing. with our deal registration, they have to put in the customer's contact details. I won't always reach out to the customer, but I prefer, and I feel like I have a higher chance of winning a deal if I can reach out to the customer. So I do try and set that boundary with the reseller. I let them know that yes, I do want to reach out to them and I want to talk to the customer. I don't have to do it without them. Preferably I would do it with them because they are partners and it is a partnership. So that's just another way that I set boundaries at work. So setting boundaries is not exclusive to my work life. I also set boundaries within my friendships and social circles, and I've gotten much better at this as well. So when I need to do something focused for myself, which is my YouTube channel, I tell people that I am busy. Do not text me or I'll be MIA. I think that's what I used today because I was doing stuff for YouTube and then I was also doing cleaning and whatnot, and I actually don't have my Fitbit on right now, but the Fitbit that I got for the study buzzes every time I get an email and a text, and it drives me bonkers because I don't always have the greatest focus anyways, so having that buzz can drive me nuts. So I just let people know that, hey, I'm busy today and I'll get back to you later when I have more time to chat. And pretty much anybody that's close friends or cool with me is like, okay, you know, especially my friends that know about the YouTube, they're like, do your thing. So that is a way that I am setting boundaries within my social circles. So guys, I hope that was helpful for you, and I hope that you yourself start to or are already setting boundaries for the people within your life. That is really all about respecting yourself, and the people that respect you will absolutely respect your boundaries. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to share this on your social, please do. Always remember, my social is all Type 1 Dana for my personal social media. And guys, always remember, life's a journey, not a destination, so buckle up and enjoy the ride.